Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jacqueline, the unimportant homemaker, and today let's talk about how to kill. When we came to Christ, He put to death our old man, the bondage of sin and death. We are to be killing as well. We are to put to death the old nature, mortifying our sinful deeds, dying to self, to our own ambitions and our own will. We work this out every day of our lives. Colossians 3 says, "Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, such as sexual sins, including pictures, videos, and writings, uncleanness, which is filthy thoughts and intentions, those thoughts in front of the deeds, inordinate affection, which is a perverted and passionate heart, evil concupiscence or fired up desires, and covetousness, which is idolatry. For which things' sake the wrath of God cometh on the children of disobedience, in which ye also walked some time when ye lived in them. But now ye also put off all these, anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth." The word says these are deeds of the flesh, our old nature, and we are to mortify them or kill them. The word said we walked in them and lived in them, but now they have to die if we then be risen with Christ and His with Him in God. He also taught us how to walk rightly, because we can't just kill and then do nothing. We are to now do some specific things. Because you are holy, put on a heart of mercy, kindness, humble-mindedness, meekness, and long-suffering. Forbear and forgive each other. Put on charity or love. Let the peace of God rule in your hearts and be thankful. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. Teach and correct each other in songs, singing in your heart unto the Lord. And whatever you do, do it in the name of Jesus, giving thanks to God. It's important to attach to the sins their correct name and not just saying, "Oh, I messed up." Let's get specific. Instead, say, "I have unclean and filthy affections about XYZ." Or, "I reacted in angry wrath and evil concupiscence and let corrupt communication come out of my mouth yesterday when I said blah, blah, blah." We are not to just avoid things either. We are to put them to death, not fearfully saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't love you anymore, wrath or blasphemy. I'll miss you, but I just can't have you near." No, we are to get angry at sin and the way it corrupts us and put it to death. We can't incapacitate it and cripple it where it can still hobble around causing problems. We have to kill it without remorse and make ourselves do the deeds of the Spirit, the things which glorify God. Saying with God, "I hate every evil way. I hate every evil deed," buffeting our own bodies and making them our slaves. Your sin, which so easily besets you, is a ravenous, never satisfied beast, and the only way to kill it is to starve it and let it die. Sin kills. It always does. It doesn't matter how many times you give it what it wants, it will always be greedy for more. Well, what does that killing look like? Sometimes it looks like killing or severing the relationship. For instance, you just railed on your man again, and now you say, "You know what? Don't expect me to do my part towards you ever again." That's how sin killed in that moment. It divided the house and the marriage and put you against your leader, and you fully agreed with the deadly effects of that sin. Satan destroys, and you act like him when you destroy as a result of angry outbursts of evil. So what are we to do? We starve it. An example is this. You want your husband to do something specific for you, say, show you extreme affections on demand, and he is refusing. You start being demanding and manipulative and unkind in your pursuit, so he gives in. He just fed your sin. You got what you demanded, and now guess what? Sin is crouching yet again behind the door. Remember when God told that to Cain? Waiting for the opportunity to strike again. How could you starve this sin? Well, the next time you get to demanding and manipulating to get your way and your husband resists and resists again and resists some more, instead of continuing your fight, tell him, "Thank you for not giving me what I want." But don't do it in the poor old me tone you use to yet again manipulate him into feeding your lust, but in the "I realize I am sinning and I want to stop" voice. Be prepared. You may not actually recognize that voice because it rarely makes an appearance. The sin-resisting muscle is puny and weak and must be exercised. When you recognize that sin in your members, call yourself out. Tell yourself that she is absolutely not getting what she's demanding, and that is because love is kind and doesn't demand its own way. Next thing you know, your flesh will leave like the coward she is. Next step, thank your husband for not bowing to the ugly sin that tried to dominate him. The sin was lust, unfulfilled, so it tried to force itself on someone else. The sin was manipulation, by using someone to gratify that lust. The sin was anger, which resulted in a fit of rage, which is also sinful. See, getting specific is key. What about you? What tips do you have for killing sin in your life? Let us know down below in the comment section. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.